Hello everyone, welcome to Sophia University. This is the Center for Academic Affairs, and we will begin the academic guidance for graduate students. This is a quick introduction of the Center for Academic Affairs. There are two sections within, Academic Services and Academic Records. Academic Services supervises the likes of course registration, class information, credit transfer, final examinations. If you have questions related to the mentioned matter, please come to the Academic Services section. On the other hand, if you have questions about certificates, changes concerning your personal information, requests on leave of absences and withdrawals from the university, please go to the Academic Records section. As you see here on the slide, questions on tuition and fees can be reached by a separate number. Our office is open on weekdays from 10 o'clock to 11:30, 12:30 to 3:30 p.m. During summer and spring breaks when there are no classes, the office is open from 12:30 to 3:30. Kindly note that the office is closed on weekends and national holidays. We ask you to come to our office for in-depth consultation concerning your grades and course registration to avoid any misunderstandings, but if you find it difficult to come under these circumstances, please give us a call. We also want you to be aware of the opening hours of our office, especially when you want to submit papers by the deadlines. Now moving on. This session will focus mainly on the process of course registration, and other related information. Now for handout materials. 3 things will be introduced in this guidance that are to be handed out to you. 1. Student ID. 2. Enrollment sticker. And 3. Bulletin of information. We ask you to download the Bulletin of Information in a PDF format from our university website. Firstly, your student ID. The first letter B stands for graduate student, next 22 is the year of entrance 2022, followed by numbers representing your graduate school code and semester of entrance, with the last 3-digit number being your individual code. A temporary password is also set to your ID and it is your birth month and date. For example, if your birthday is September 21st, it would be 0921. There is a certificate issuance machine on campus to issue official documents, and that is when you will need this password. You can also apply certificates online, so please check the university website for details. Please remember your ID number and carry the card with you. You will need it for taking exams, entering the library, purchasing a commuter pass, and receiving student discounts. Next, the enrollment sticker. Please write your ID number, name, your address, and the stations you would use for commuting, and stick it to the back of your ID card. If you want to purchase a commuter pass with a student discount, don't forget to have this on your ID card. Now let's move on to course registration. But before step 1, a little information on our portal site Loyola. Students must register for courses that they want to take, and in order to go through the important process of registering courses, you will be using this site, Loyola. You should receive your login information at the session, so once you have time, we suggest that you start getting used to the system. From this online system, you can look up courses, register them, to keep up with your schedule, and also check your grades. You can find the link of Loyola from the top page of the university website. Please also remember that important information from the university can be found on Loyola's bulletin board, so make it a habit to check on a daily basis. It will be your responsibility to check for the latest information. We ask you to read through the booklet, Bulletin of Information carefully and thoroughly. In this booklet, you can find the academic calendar and the course registration schedule. The academic calendar has all the important dates that you need to know, and it starts on the back of the cover of the. For more details on course registration schedule, please check page 12. Make sure to check the dates and to not miss any deadlines. We strongly recommend that you mark your calendars, as it will be your responsibility to keep up with those deadlines. Step 2 is understand the basic concepts of curriculum, which is a very important step for you. The curriculum is set by each program. In summary, you will need a total of 30 credits to be taken from designated categories and to be enrolled for 4 semesters to graduate. For details, please read the Bulletin of Information carefully. We are sure that the curriculum has been explained to you by each program, so please look at the handbooks and information that have been given to you, along with the bulletin. For students in global studies, there is a limit of number of credit that you can take per semester. Please check the number before registering the courses. Step 3 is creating your course enrollment plan and schedule. The course schedule and the classrooms can be found on Loyola. This is how you access the course schedule. You can also download the course schedule in a PDF file. Here is the sample of how the schedule would look like. The classroom information is also provided here. If there are no classroom information, that course may be offered asynchronously, so a room is not required. Please note that classrooms will be available synchronously online, and the assigned classrooms can be used if students want to take the classes on campus. If you want to take classes via Zoom on campus, make sure to bring your own PC and headsets, including a microphone if you are taking part in bidirectional synchronous classes. To search for the course syllabus, you can search by programs or by instructor's name, title, and so on. On the syllabus, you can find the course description, course objectives, evaluation criteria, textbook, and class schedules in detail, so please make sure to check them before registering. You will also find the class format or information on how the classes will be taught, on the syllabus. Most courses will be taught in person, but there will be a number of courses that are to be taught online, so please check the class when making your plans on what courses to take. Online courses will either be taught synchronously or asynchronously. And now, the final step is registering courses on Loyola. This is the flow chart of course registration. There are 2 periods called course registration period and course adjustment period. You can simply add or delete courses during those periods. Finals registration will be available on your course registration screen. Please make sure that you check the registration on Loyola carefully. It is your responsibility to confirm their registration. After finalizing the course registration, you have a chance to withdraw from courses during the designated period. The grade W will remain permanently on your record but will not appear on the official transcript. Please note that you may not withdraw from the compulsory courses. Also, please be aware that there are different withdrawal periods depending on when the courses are offered. Make sure mark your schedule so that you do not miss the withdrawal period. This is how to add a course. And this is how to delete a course. You can add and delete courses during the course registration period and the course adjustment period, but not after the final confirmation of course registration. Please confirm your final course registration screen on Loyola to make sure all the courses you wish to take are completed correctly. Please note that any registration changes after the deadline cannot be made or accepted under any circumstances. Most of the courses can be registered online. So please start your planning early, take your time to make sure that you have registered courses correctly, and to not wait till the last minute. Here are some important points regarding course registration. If you are interested in taking courses offered by other graduate schools at Sophia, up to 8 credits can be counted as electives. In that case, you will need to register courses on Loyola and to notify the center fairs. The detailed procedures are posted on Loyola's bulletin board under the category of academic services. As for guidance courses such as research guidance and thesis guidance, the center will register them after course registration, so the courses will show up automatically. We ask you to check to see if you have been registered for the course of your advisor. Please also note that you will also need passing grades for theses courses to fulfill the graduation requirements. If you wish to take Japanese language courses, please check the website of Center for Language Education and Research, or CLER. The URL is shown here. We ask you to follow the instructions given out by CLER, as those who wish to take the Japanese language courses should have taken placement test. Now if you wish to take any other undergraduate courses, you should consult your advisor and get a permission. On how to take undergraduate courses, the procedures are also uploaded on Loyola's bulletin board under the category of academic services. Please note that credits from undergraduate courses are not counted toward your graduation requirement. Additional notes. We ask you to check the Student Manual for COVID-19 Infection Prevention posted on our website. In order to welcome students safely on campus, we ask you to follow the new Sophia normal. We would also like to inform you that in cases, etc., when delays in public transportation are expected, the university will decide whether the classes next day should be switched to online. Once the decision is made, you will be notified through Loyola, and please make sure to check the class bulletin boards for details of each of the classes that you are taking. After this, we will show you some of the useful functions of Loyola, but before that, this slide illustrates where you should check to keep yourself updated. The Bulletin of Information is issued every April, so be sure to check the latest version each year. The printed version is distributed only, but the PDF version will continue to be available on our website. Information regarding classes, grades, and notices from the Center for Academic Affairs can be found on Loyola. Sophia also has official SNS accounts, but please be careful of fake news that may be posted on non-official accounts. Now postal notices will be seldomly sent, but please make sure to keep you and your guarantor's addresses updated. You cannot obtain information just by waiting, so please make it a habit to check for latest updates, and to obtain the information on your own. Now moving on to Loyola. First, the student carte. Please confirm and update your information if there are any changes. If we want to contact you, we will do so by looking at this information. The second one is Loyola Bulletin Board. Important notices from the university will be posted here on the bulletin board, so please check on a daily basis. We ask you to especially check the class bulletin board for information that are given out by the professors in charge of courses. Once you register courses, do not forget to check this bulletin board before the classes begin, to find information such as Zoom and other important notices. You can also search for information by using advanced search, which is highly recommended, entering keywords, or to change the display order by likes of dates and categories. Note that information from the Center for Academic Affairs is posted under the genre University Bulletin Board, categories Academic Services and Academic Records, Tuition. Another important note to those who hold college student visas: please check the latest information about your visa under Academic Records, Tuition category. The third one is mail settings. Do not fail to take necessary procedures for you to maintain your visa status up until graduation, and we recommend that you make use of this to keep yourself updated. Contact the Academic Records section within the Academic Affairs. The fourth one is curriculum information. After registering courses, you can check your timetable, classrooms, and notices related to the courses you registered. Make use of this function and check the What's New column. The fifth one is how to download the course schedule in a PDF file. If you have questions about course registration, please click the registration Q&A icon, then choose the button on the very right and important information about this semester's registration will appear. The page is a long one, but please make sure to scroll down as you will see the FAQ for graduate students. Please check this page before you make any inquiries about course registration, as this may be the quickest way to find the answers you are looking for. As mentioned earlier, please also make sure to participate in the orientation sessions held by each program. The seventh function is the icon, Online Classes, to help you prepare if you are planning to take online courses, or when classes switch to online format due to expected delays in public transportation. The last one is another online manual. Please check out this screen when you have any questions or problems regarding Loyola. Last several slides will be on contact information. On page 11 of the bulletin is the office directory of the university, and the office hours of professors are also on the bulletin under each program. For questions of course registration, please check the bulletin, Loyola's registration Q&A, and information given by each program. You can also come to our office or contact us through a designated form on our university website. Those inquiries made through the form will be answered through Loyola's individual notice of the bulletin board. The more specific your inquiry is, the better, as we will be able to answer more concretely. We will be receiving calls on weekdays if you have urgent inquiries. Please note that we will not go through each step of course registration over the phone. Before we end, here is the location of our office. We are located on the first floor of building number 2. One final note. Please remember that deadlines are very important, so mark your calendars, and if you have questions, come to our center before the deadlines are over. Finally, that is all from our center. Thank you for your attention.